Hey folks, a cool day today. Not as cold as it looked. I was sitting at home, looked out the window and saw somebody running by with a hat and a mask and a jacket on. That was more COVID cover-up than anything, but it was cool. Temperatures this morning in the 50s. We did climb into the 60s, and here's where we are right now. Everybody in the 60s valley-wide. 68 out west in Rio Grande City, 68 at the east at the coast. Everybody else a little bit cooler than that. Westlaco and Edinburgh, the cool spots right now at 62 degrees. If we check our lows tonight, most of us should bottom out right around 60 or so. The warm spot will be the island at 65. Everybody else close to 60, give or take a couple. And then tomorrow, we bounce back, but not all that much. Still under cloudy skies, only in the upper 70s, maybe 80. If we can get the sun to kind of break the clouds a little bit during the afternoon, then a lot more readings may touch that 80-degree mark, but we're going to need a little bit of afternoon sunshine for that to happen. We don't see a lot, but there could be a little bit, so don't be surprised. Sun comes out, temperatures will climb into the low 80s. Look at the next 7 days. Tomorrow's the coolest at 79. Then we're up in the 80s as we get into the weekend. But look at Sunday, almost off the chart at 97. And then we back off again, but even next Wednesday, back to 95 again. So there's some fronts involved in this, some ups and downs, but it looks like tomorrow, certainly the coolest day of the next several. This satellite image has the watershed highlighted. The watershed is the area where if it rains, technically it's destined for the Rio Grande. Of course, there's a lot of reservoirs before you get to the Rio Grande. Back here in Mexico, there's a bunch of reservoirs. Down even over here there are. If it rains in the valley, it never gets to the Rio Grande. It has to be, a little closer to the river, and then you get up into New Mexico, and there's some pretty good rain out there. We haven't seen a lot of rain in the watershed lately. There's been some, but not a lot. I thought we'd take a minute and just check the reservoir levels because they are, well, one of them's going down, one of them's going up. Water's being transferred from one to the other. Falcon right now, 27% of capacity, about a quarter full. A week ago, it's 24.4%. So it's gone up a little bit, partially because of the rain and partially because of releases from upstream at Amistad. A year ago, we were at 48.4, so about double last year. That's where we were last year. Now, Amistad's at 65.7. Last week it was at 68.5. And a year ago, 74.6. So it's down, and Falcon is way down. So we could use some water in those reservoirs. And we don't see a lot the next couple of days. Now, we do see a little bit as we get later on. If you watch the map, a lot of clouds as we go into Friday. But notice on Saturday and Sunday, there we go, a little bit of moisture in the watershed back in here. So maybe by then we'll get a chance of a couple of showers, and that might help a little bit in the waters. It's not going to solve the drought, that 20%, 30%. It's higher than that north of here, but still, every little drop helps, right? As far as the weekend, look at this, 87 on Saturday, maybe a quick shower, 97 by the time we get to Sunday. So let's take a look. For tonight, 58, partly to mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, we're back up to 79, a lot of clouds around. Don't see much in the way of rainfall tomorrow. Should be a dry day. As you look at the next 7 days, 79, 88, 87, 97 on Sunday. And then we back it off a little bit for early next week. Tomorrow, cloudy and 79. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.